Most people ship the build and walk away. They get it working. They feel the rush. They close the laptop. And 6 months later, it's the exact same build. Same bugs, same blind spots, same wrong guesses, frozen in place. They didn't ship something that gets better. They shipped something they abandoned the day it started working. The first 4 phases get you a build that ships. This last one is what makes it keep getting better after you walk away. Better while you sleep. Better every single week, instead of repeating the same mistakes until you finally give up on it. Feedback loops. The phase almost nobody runs, and the one that turns a one-time build into something alive. So here's what you'll be able to do by the end. Run the one loop that makes a build get smarter every week instead of staler. Catch what each cycle teaches you and feed it back where it actually changes the work. That's the line between a build you babysit and one that compounds on its own. Here's the distinction, and it's the whole lesson. Without this phase, you shipped a build, a frozen snapshot, working, real, in your hands, and stuck exactly as smart as it was the day you stopped. With this phase, you shipped a system that learns. Every cycle teaches it something. A wrong assumption gets corrected. A repeated mistake becomes a rule. A hard-won choice gets written down, so you never relitigate it. Same first 4 phases. 2 completely different builds 6 months out. And the only difference is whether anybody closed the loop. So let's make it concrete. Remember that Stripe to bookkeeping reconciler, the one that pulls every payment, tags it against an invoice, flags the mismatches in Slack the next morning. You built it. It worked. And then, week 3, it choked. A customer paid in a currency you never accounted for, and the reconciler flagged a perfectly good payment as a mismatch. A false alarm. Annoying. Easy to shrug off and move on. That shrug right there is where most builds quietly start to rot. Here's what you do instead. The build kit ships one file for this whole phase, and it lives in the feedback folder. It's called feedback-log.md. You open it and you log what just happened. And every entry has the same 4 parts. What we tried, what happened, what we learned, what changed, newest at the top. A few sentences each, small and frequent beats, long and late, every time. So you write it down. We hit a foreign currency payment. The reconciler false flagged it. We learned the matching logic assumed one currency. And here's the part that actually matters. What changed? Because this is the move everyone misses. So hear it flat out. The log is not the learning. The log is just the diary. The learning is what the log changes upstream, in the files from the phases that came before. That foreign currency lesson, it doesn't live in the log. It goes back to where it can do work. You add a rule to your rules folder in build-rules.md. Handle multiple currencies before flagging a mismatch. You correct your context in user.md. Turns out this user takes international payments, which you never knew on day 1. And you write one decision record for how you chose to handle it, so future you and the AI never wonders why. The log is the history. The upstream files are the living memory. The log proves the work. The upstream changes are the work. And catch what just happened there. The loop fed back to the start. Feedback didn't just sit at the end of the line. It reached all the way back and updated your context and your rules. The phases aren't a straight line. You walk once and finish. The last one bends back to the first. That's why it's a loop and not a list. This is also where the AI stops being a tool you operate and starts being something you build with. Run this for a few weeks and the daily review flips. You sit down, and instead of you interrogating it, it starts interrogating you. What changed since yesterday? What broke? Anything you corrected twice? Should that be a rule now? It references decisions you made last month, by date. It surfaces a connection you'd have walked right past. It asks the questions you didn't think to ask. That's not a chatbot anymore. That's working memory between you and a machine that's actually paying attention. The whole way through this method, you've been learning to learn from the AI. This is where it closes the circle. 6 months in, here's what you're holding. sharper context, tighter rules, a decision trail you can walk back through, a log full of small saves and small corrections. The build didn't just survive, it got smart. Every cycle improved the system, not just the one feature. That's the compounding. That's the whole payoff of running the loop. And that's the method. 5 phases, 5 folders, context, what we know, rules, what we won't break, documentation, what we decided, verification, did it actually work, feedback loops, what we learned, fed straight back into the first 2. Get them all standing together and you don't have a pile of prompts anymore. You have a build that holds up, remembers, and gets better on its own. The build kit holds the shape. Your project fills it in. There's nothing more to teach you about the method. So here's the last thing I'll say. You've studied it long enough. Now you stop studying it and you use it on something real, something yours, your first actual build, start to finish. Pick something small and useful to you and ship it. That's next. I'll be right there building one alongside you. See you there.